Y'all, we're gonna make this cute little bunny sign. I've got it all pre-painted and ready to go. I hope you're ready. This thing is gonna be so stinking cute. I'm excited about it. I've been wanting to do this one for a little while. I did have to wait because it was still a little bit cold here. Or it's like fake spring right now, I guess, right? We're getting tricked into thinking that maybe spring is here. I have no idea what's happening. It's cold and then it's hot and then it's cold again. But I went ahead and pre-painted this white on the background. I am going to use some Posca pens tonight to do like the fence area. So I'm going to go ahead with that part and just hit it with the white Posca pen real quick. The rest of this is still a little bit damp. But I just painted with some like acrylic paint a minute ago just to get a decent base layer. I do love these Posca pens though. They work fabulous and they are acrylic paint. So you can comment the word bunny to get all the stuff to make this really super cute little Easter sign. And I'm going to be using one of the found patterns from nature, okay, for the background on this one. So come hang out, say hey when you're here, and let's make this real quick. All right. So I'm also using one of the new palette packs with it. This one does come with a packet of this wild lime. I'm so excited about that color. We're going to use it too. And hopefully it's going to be bright enough for these carrots. I don't know if it will be or not, but we're going to find out. All right. So there's that. I might do one more layer on there. We'll see how that turns out. Okay, so I also have a little bit of guava here. I'm going to try this for my carrots. Now, this one's a little bit dry, and that's probably okay, actually, because I'm going to use it to paint with. So I'm going to just get a little bit, I mean, it is super dry, but that's okay. Just add a little bit of water to it. And it'll be fine to paint with, okay? Maybe can't use it unless I add a lot of water to it to actually with a squeegee, but this way works fine too because I always need paint. All right, so it does look a little bit pink, but that's all right. Hi, Joni. How are ya? Welcome. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate that. And I just need like, I have a couple of, like a chunk there because my paste is quite thick. I'm trying to get some of the more watered down parts. Okay, here we go. I'll come back and do another layer on that one. I'm doing great. So happy to have you here. Let's see. Now, I'm going to try and use this wild lime for the stems. I hope it's not going to be too light. Thinking I might want to mix it with a little bit of black. So I'm going to do that and just set this to the side because I'm going to come back and do another layer of that guava for my carrots. It's not quite dark enough, but I'm going to just mix a tiny bit of black with my wild lime so that it's not so bright. It is very, very bright, but I think this will be good. Hopefully it'll work okay for my carrot stems. All right. There we go. Now, I don't know how well this is going to work, so this is trial and error, okay? If we have to, we'll use a regular green, but or the wild lime on its own, I guess. But I want to try this first. Because you never know how well it's going to work until you give it a go, right? Okay. Eesh, that's a little too dark now. Great. It's a little too much, my friends. Let's see if I can add more lime. It's very gray now, so I don't know about all of that. Let me see if I can fix myself up here, or if I'm totally messed up. It's kind of a gray green. Not the worst thing I've ever seen. Let's see how it looks on here. I am going to use a brush though, because this area is getting a little small. Oh yeah, I like that. It's definitely a springy green, so that'll work. Now, I struggle with the blending here. Hopefully I can blend it a little bit better with my, whenever I come back in with guava. Let's see if we can do it. I don't know, we're gonna find out. Ooh, that's nice. All right, I'm liking this. All right, there's my little background, okay, with my carrots, my bunny, my little fence. I'm living it. I think this is quite good. It's working out. I'm surprised that I like that green as much as I do, because it was looking a little scary. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see because it's so bright. But, yikes, with the brightness. I mean, with the, how dark it was. But thank you, Joni. I'm glad you like it. All right, so now I'm going to kind of move around a little bit and leave my bunny to dry for a second, and then we'll talk about the rest of this. So I have some words here for bunny crossing. So what I'm thinking is that I want to use Couture Teal, okay, for the background of the little sign area. Hi, Sue, how are you? And probably, let me think about this, Peony for the print on here. So I'm thinking maybe berry might be nice. And again, this one is super dry, so that'll be fine to use for my painting. I need new paste. I just don't open these and check them enough, I guess. I don't know. But here we are. We'll make do, all right? And they're perfect for painting whenever they dry out. Plus, this one's basically gone anyways. So I might as well have a new one. All right. So I am using my little makeup sponges, and I'm just cutting off the end right there, okay? And then I basically have a brand new sponge. It's great to save yourself from having to clean brushes and all that jazz. I do not like cleaning brushes at all, okay? In fact, I have my cup in here from the other night. I don't know how long it's been in here. I don't think it was before I left to go to town. I hope I wasn't. I don't remember. But maybe it was. I don't know. I'm bad about cleaning my brushes, though. I mean, at least they're sitting in water, but still, they're probably gross. I don't know. I'm a bad girl. About cleaning brushes, I just hate it. So these work better. That way I can just let them dry and then cut off the end and call it a day and not have to worry about it, right? Because that's the kind of stuff I like, is less work for me. All right. This looks great. I'm loving this color. These are great spring colors. Thanks. I literally did nothing with it today. I noticed that this bun looked pretty good though whenever I went and looked at myself in the mirror earlier, so that's cool. Effortless, messy bun today. Usually to get a bun like this, I actually have to give it a go, you know, but somehow I did it without meaning to, so that's nice. Okay, so for my bunny, I do want to make this little guy kind of like a, I don't know, this is oatmeal, okay? This is the Folk Art chalk paint. It's kind of like a brownish, tannish color. And I think it'll be good for my little bunny. Yes, it will be good for my bunny. So, again, just a makeup sponge. Get in there with it. And that's pretty good. I'm liking this little guy already. He's going to be really cute. Or she. I guess it's a she. We're going to make it a she. So I heard a tip the other day, and now I need to go into my makeup bag and see if I have any blush, because I heard that you can use, like after you paint your, whatever it is that you're doing that has a face, okay, that you can use a little bit of blush to give a little bit of pink on the cheeks. I don't know if that's true or not, and I don't know if I have any blush, to be real honest with you. So I need to go and check that out, but I will bring some out here so that we can try it next time. But I think my bunny is looking pretty good so far. And then I need to paint the sign portion. So again, we're going to use teal, okay? And again, my little makeup sponge that was already used. This is hard and dry, so just cut that off. Brand new sponge, no biggie. It's so handy, y'all. These are such a great idea, and I swear you can buy like a 20 pack of those sponges for $7 on Amazon, so that's nice. And then no washi of the brushes because I don't like it. Okay. All right, so I'm just mixing a little bit of water in with my paste so that it's kind of a thinner consistency. That might mean that we need to do a couple of layers, but that is okay. I'm all right with that. To get a better coverage. Ooh, this is going to be cute. Now, what I could probably do, and what I think I'm going to do, is just go along here. I am going to make a little tape line for myself so that I don't go over. Okay, I will try that today then, because I do have pink paint in here and plenty of dry brushes. All right, so I'm going to just cover this part so that we get a good line here, and then I don't have to worry so much about going over. And yeah, Sue, that's what I figured I would do, is use a dry brush with pink paint, or I'll probably use paste, to be honest, tonight. But I definitely want to try out this blush trick, because I've been seeing it in a lot of the cutout groups that I'm in. Like, y'all, these people that design these cutout files are super talented painters. Like, I don't know where they got that skill from, because obviously I don't really have it that much. As you can tell by this paint job that I'm doing right now, I don't think that that's a skill that I've truly mastered. But yeah, they paint amazing. Like, the shadowing and like how they mix their colors, and just, I'm like, wow, that is incredible. So then I try to like copy that, and there's no way, honey. Okay? It's not happening. Okay. But that worked pretty well, I guess. So happy with that. Now we've got my little sign painted. Now I can move on to the rest of my pieces. Okay, so I've got a couple of little bees here. I have his little hands that I forgot to paint a minute ago, his chin area, and I want to do a pink little nose, which I have the perfect colors here for that. So do his little chin with this tan color. Hi, Deborah. Anybody else having a problem with sound? I know that you won't be able to hear me. If you are, but you might need to close and come back if you're having an issue with sound. All right. I am going to do this one brown first, and then we'll go over it with pink for his nose. Her nose. I keep calling her a him, but she's a she. Okay. All right. Now, I do have some little bees here too, and I think I can just color their wings white. All right. Okay, here we go. Hi, Shirley. How are ya? My mom, no idea. I don't know. She's abandoned me lately many times. Not a clue where she's at or what she's doing with her life. Okay, so I'm also going to try and do these little bees with the paint pen. Hopefully I won't be regretting this choice. All right. Okay. There we go. All right, and then once those dry, then we can just draw on the stripes. What do you think about that? Okay, yeah, so I ordered the little makeup wedges on Amazon because I can't find them in the store either. So it's not very helpful to me either to, actually, you know what? I'm going to do these little hearts with the purple too. Because I want to do this, I want to do a background print over the teal, and I want to use the pink for that. So I'm going to do these little hearts with purple. There we go. I think that's good. Okay, perfect. Welcome back, Deborah. Thank you for joining me. All right. Now. You're hilarious, my friend. You just crack me up all the time, I swear. Okay, so this is peony. Now, we're going to use this for the background print on the sign itself. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to that. Get my ribbon out from under there so I don't forget where I've put it. Okay, my desk is a nightmare right now. It's very messy. Yeah, so I need to come up with a solution for that, actually. The notification thing. I will send you a message after this, Deborah. I've noticed that a lot of people are not getting notifications anymore. So I will fix that for you. Hi, Denise. I don't know if I said hi a second ago. I don't know what I'm looking for. Here I am. Okay, I'm going to wax this really quick. And, you know, I should have left my tape on here. But I think I might be able to solve that problem myself. So I did wax. I am going to fuzz this transfer really well because I don't want to peel up my paste. So just gonna fuzz it a couple of times. Yeah, I think my thing is having some issues because it, like, after 6 months of being signed up for notifications, it asks you if you want to, if you're still enjoying receiving them. And then it quits sending them to you unless if you have, unless if you have text messages turned on. So I need to fix that with my thing, and I forgot to do it before I went live tonight. So I will try and have that fixed tomorrow with my keyword tomorrow. And then that way you can comment the keyword. Or if you just hold off, I'll see if I can get the link and send it out to you guys. Okay? So just bear with me. Sorry about that. I noticed the other day I wasn't getting them anymore either. And I'm like, what the heck? I was getting text messages, but not the message on Facebook. Which is kind of annoying because, you know, I want to be getting the message on Facebook. My brain is always on vacation mode these days, honey. Yes. I'm still at the beach for sure. Yes. Y'all, we have the best time. Seriously, I still can't believe that trip was paid for and not by me, by Chalk. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so this is one of the found patterns from nature. It's like a wood grain. Now I'm going to dry this really quick, and then I'm going to connect it right here with another piece of it so that I can finish off this edge over here. No, nothing yet, unfortunately. I don't know what is going on, but I'm feeling very sad about that, too, about not having a buyer. I don't get it. I really don't understand what's happening. Okay. So I'm going to just take this and I'm going to connect it right here. And this is supposed to be a repeatable pattern, so it should line up. Hopefully it's repeatable this way. If not, hopefully, why not do it there? Okay, so I'm going to try not to push that part down up there because I don't want to get pink all over the place. But I'm going to just gently go in right here with my paste. And hopefully it's not too noticeable that I had to repeat my pattern. Not noticeable at all, actually. It's pretty much perfect. Okay, so I just lined up those little lines on there. Yes, they are. They are starting to come down a little bit, I think, still. But it is ridiculous. Okay, so there's my print. Isn't that cute? It's like a little wood grain with pink. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to just color this fence a little bit better. Oh, God. Well, I throw the lid to my pen on the ground. So I got Butterfingers. Okay. Yeah, it was. It was trying to get away from me for sure. It slipped right out of the tips of my fingers. Okay. Okay, that looks good. I just wanted one more layer. Oh yeah, I forgot. My lid got away from me. I don't know where it is. I'll have to find it here in a few. But there's my little bunny so far. Now we're gonna start to put her together a little bit tonight. So this little chin goes right here. And then of course we have a little nose. And I just want to paint that with a little bit of pink. And I'm not going to get a whole lot on my brush. I just literally got a little bit of paste and I'm not even covering the whole nose. Okay, I just kind of spotted it on there. And then I do want to, getting it a little bit wet so that I can, I don't want it to be completely covering, but I did want to blend it just a little. Okay, so then, let me see, what else do we have? I have hands right here, these little hands. So those are just going to sit right on the sign, okay? And then of course the words bunny crossing. Now I'm going to be gentle whenever I'm lifting them up off my tape so that I don't break them, as I've been known to do for manhandling stuff. Thank you, Joanne. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully you got a notification tonight. I don't know what's going on with my thing not sending notifications out. Okay, so let me put my little nose up there. And we're going to have to draw eyes and a little mouth, so that should be interesting. I'm going to close this for a minute. And then grabbing my little tiny Posca black marker, or black pen, I guess it is. And let me see, I just want to look. At this little bee. Okay, and then yeesh, yikes. Okay, so that is one humongous eyeball. Let's see if we can clean our guy up a little bit. Yeesh. Okay. Yikes. Y'all, my Posca pen failed me entirely by like dribbling all over the place. So that is not cool, Posca. So I'm gonna try and avoid that situation with this other bee. I'm gonna have to fix his little face too, which is horrible, but I think I can fix it with my yellow pen. And I just needed to dot the eyes less, okay? I didn't have to do like so much with the eyeballs, okay? But regardless, here we are. Fixing my other one. This poor little guy has been through a lot today. Actually, let's just let them simmer for a minute and then we can come back. I do have, let me see, let me see if I have a smaller, even smaller brush. So something like this would be perfect to use a little bit of blush, I think. But yeah, that's like too, I don't know what it is. A little bit much. Okay, just add a little bit of blush to the cheeks. Okay, so I'm gonna let this little guy dry and then I'm gonna move back to my bunny and start putting all this stuff together, okay? So we've got the words bunny crossing here. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cute. Comment the word bunny to get this, by the way. To get not only the transfer, but the cutouts, all the stuff I'm using, and the new paint packets too, okay? Or paste packets, excuse me. So I'm gonna just give my little bunny some eyeballs. Okay. And a little mouth, okay? And then I'm gonna get a little bit of pink paste and give a little bit of pink to the cheeks and the ears. This might actually work better with some real paint, not paste, because it's too thick. But making it work. I don't even know if I have any like decent pink paint around here. I probably do, but I don't know precisely where it is. Now, This doesn't have to be perfect. I do have a little bow that I want to add on here, but I just want to give her a little bit of color to her face, so she's not just so blah, right? Okay, so now put this whole thing together. I have my glue gun ready to go. But I do like to place all of my stuff first so that I know where everything goes. Highly recommend that you do the same. And you're welcome to use my photos whenever you go to put them together, or send me a message and I will send you one. Either a finished project if I've completed the project, or just whenever I cut these, I try to put them out whenever I take the photo of the cutouts, like in the right place, so that you can see how they go together, okay? So that way, they're cute, right? Yeah, I think this is pretty darn cute. Okay. And then for the for the words, I'm not gonna use hot glue. Let me see. I think I saw a thing of glue over here. I don't know where I saw it. I might be losing my mind here. I don't know. Maybe I am. Look, I'm going to use hot glue and then I'm going to find it immediately afterwards. But that's okay. Just using very little. Definitely recommend using super glue for smaller pieces like this with like the words. Okay. But I'm using hot glue. I'm just going to take it and spread it, like squirt just a tiny bit, and then use the tip to spread it, okay? So that you don't have a bunch of glue squeezing out the edges. Okay? Plus, you don't want to have all these stupid stringy things. I hate them. They're horrible. To have them all over the place is awful. Ooh, this is super cute. It's really cute. I love bunny stuff though. And a couple years ago, well, 4 years ago now, I've been in this house for a while. Whenever my mom first came to my house, my new house, it was March, so Easter was coming. And I don't ever usually decorate for like the holidays like that. I mean, Christmas is about it, right? And Halloween. But my mom went during the day, like while I was at work, and insisted not only that my dogs needed blankets for their beds, but she also brought me back some super cute little bunnies from like TJ Maxx or somewhere, I don't know where. But she insisted that I need them. And of course right now they're packed because everything is packed. But they're so cute, the little bunnies that she got me. And I love having them out. Aren't they cute? All of this is just darling. I'm loving it. Okay. Now, I do have my little bees that I need to adhere to this, okay? I fixed this one. Let me just give him some eyes. Very gently gave him eyes, okay? No bees were harmed. Whenever I gave that one eyes, maybe it was at first, but I fixed it. I redeemed myself, I think. Okay, so just giving him a little bit of a rosy cheek. Okay, there we go. Hi, Elizabeth. How are ya? Welcome. Okay, so now these little things, it took me a minute to figure out what they were, but those are the wings, and they go behind the bees, okay? I could not for the life of me figure it out. I had to go back and do my research to figure out what was happening here with these little bees. Okay. There's my little bees. So now they can just go any old where. Okay. I'm going to just put them there. Okay. And I also, prior to starting this live, I tied this little bow with a ribbon because I'm never confident in my bow tying skills. Once I get on a live, it's embarrassing that I struggle. So I tied this prior to my live, so I wanted to use this just right. It might be a little oversized, but look, she's a southern bunny, and all of our bows are oversized in the south. Okay. Look how cute. Now, you could use this and just have it as a leaner, but I think I'm going to make this a little wall hanging. And I have that same pink ribbon. You know, I'm really tempted to not do this, but I'm going to anyway. Let me see if I can just throw that over there. Okay, so I gotta figure out where on this I can hang it from. I think maybe from those carrots might work. So, of course my ribbon is way too long. Sue, you're hilarious. Yeah, your poor husband. I mean, I'm sure he really hated having to pull your fingers apart after you glued them together. I can imagine Chris would really probably enjoy that with me too. You know, it's like, they're like, oh, I get to hurt you just a little, but oops. Yeah, they like it. Okay. And then hopefully this is going to look okay, and if not, I will rip it off. Hi, Sandra. I'm working on my notification situation. I know they've been, I don't know what's going on, but I knew something was wrong tonight whenever I only had like 2 people on when I first started. So yeah, I'll figure that out, and for tomorrow night it will be fixed. Okay, I'll do that tonight. But you can comment the word bunny to get the supplies to make this cute, cute project, y'all, and it is so cute. I'm really loving it. Let me see if I can just flip that over a little bit. Here we go. Did that work, Elizabeth? I don't know if I did it correctly. Who knows? I think I did. Yeah, it worked. Okay, good. All right. I'm getting there, okay? I semi know what I'm doing around here. Y'all, look how stinking cute this thing is, okay? If I could just... you need this little bunny in your life, okay? I'm telling you right now. If I can get all of my little strings off of here from my glue gun, that would be wonderful. But look how cute. That little found pattern from nature is on the bottom part. So if you get everything, this cutout comes free. Okay? So comment the word bunny. Yeah, there's 10 on right now, but there were only 2 whenever I first started earlier. And that I knew that there was an issue then, because normally it's more than that. Anywho, so comment the word bunny. You can get all the stuff to make this. Isn't it cute? And I will see you all tomorrow night, okay? I have some more really fun projects coming up, so make sure that you come hang out with me. And I promise you I will get the notification thing situated for tomorrow, okay? See you later. I hope you have a wonderful night. And again, thank you so much for joining me. We'll talk soon.